Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Friday. And it's funny because we were yelling and talking with Elva, and suddenly my voice go like, "Oh, this is my TV, my radio voice." Hi, everyone. How you doing? Welcome back. And today we have the CEOs who are changing our history, and both histories are so freaking interesting. How you doing, Elva?
Great. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again and to talk about those two CEOs.
And as you can see, by the way, we are wearing like formal clothes because we talk about CEOs. But in another topic, I was in court all morning, meeting with Elva. I did a presentation to law association from 1 to 3:30.
Mhm.
I rushed to drink a soup that is still not finished and jumping on the production mode. So hey, Velvet Moon, how you
Hey.
doing? Claire de Lune, how you doing? I don't have my music on my cell phone today, so I didn't even have time to do that today. So we have next week. I love the one we have next week. Next week we're gonna have another approach. We're going to start incorporating more things to the reading, and
Mhm.
because we're going to be talking about Margaret Thatcher's, I have a couple of videos about how she worked and her voice, and I don't have a voice for radio, so I always work on my voice, and I have a voice coach, and he helped me. And I remember he showing me for the first time Margaret Thatcher video, and it's amazing. He was trained by Sir Olivier, and how to modulate her voice and how she become more assertive and more believable when she changed her voice. And now we can start. Why?
Yes. Here's Perry. Hi, Perry.
Hi, love. How you doing? All the way from UK. You need to tell us how the things are going there. So we have a full house, and remember, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is this link. Uh, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, after you subscribe, remember to send an email to info@humanbehaviorlab.com. We're going to put it at the end. And if you already subscribe and you don't you don't want to miss the raffle, let us know what is your avatar or the name you're using to get to the raffle. We have 11 people who registered this last week. So, we're going to do the raffle. So wait until the end, and we're going to tell, and we're going to contact you. We put to everyone a number. So because a lot of people use the fake name, so we're going to respect that. I heard that they used to call Margaret Thatcher Attila the Hen. Actually, she was called the Iron Lady.
Yeah.
And we're going to see she had one of the most beautiful warrior chicks, and her story is really particular in how she ended up being who she is. And I was born in Argentina, and I remember in 1982 there was the Falkland Islands,
Mhm.
or the Islas Malvinas war. And I
Mhm.
remember my parents are still living there, and I was living there at that point, and everybody was so pissed off with her and called her a lot of names, like she was doing her job. So,
Yes.
anything else to add? Or are you ready to roll?
Let's get roll.
Yeah, because again, today my first meeting to go to court was 6 o'clock in the morning. That's happened when you're working with the East Coast. But in the other part is really nice. I'm going to be doing a training in New Zealand on the first week of July. At in the morning, I'm going to be in Boston. At 1:30, I'm going to be in New Zealand, and after that I'm going to be presenting here, so I'm going to be all over the place. I love this virtual thing. Hey, Perry, I've allowed to thank you for the compliments on my names last week. Ooh, dude, you have a really, really good crowd. i
Yes.
start i, I start getting jealous, Perry. You having too many ladies on you, and I'm your wife. Sarah Adams, do you ever do training in Pacific Northwest? I do training in Pacific Northwest. Now, I don't know if you're talking to private training or it's presentations. I'm all over the place. Some days I cannot sleep because I'm in a different time zone, like Australia, New Zealand. Thank God they accommodate my time to be 1 p.m. I do Australia, and when I do Asia or do Africa, I need to usually start training at midnight because it's 12 for
Okay.
them, it's noon for them. So Sarah, if you want to send me a private, yeah, I do. We do private trainings all the time. Again, today I was doing a private presentation on June 8th. I'm presenting on a bar association here in Chicago. On June 10th, I'm presenting in Santa Monica Bar Association. On September, I'm doing a seminar on the Orange County Association. And guess who get confirmed to talk on the Texas Hostel Negotiator again this year?
You.
Arlington, Texas. I'm going to be there for October the 3rd until October the 8th. If you're not a hostage negotiator, a SWAT or FBI or policeman, you cannot do it, but I'm going to be there. So if anybody's for Arlington, Texas, send me an email. We can go for drinks, and believe me, those guys know how to party. You need a wall of clock to keep you keep up with yourself. I have an amazing team and a great calendar system. Do you have email? Yes. You're going to see the email at the end, but here I'm going to put it again. Okay, sorry for this. There we go. That is my email, Sarah. Nice rock star. Like, yeah, happy.
Yes.
That is, what is our happy dance, Elba? So please, Sarah, be my guest. You're going to see my email at the end too. If it's not, you can go to Human Behavior Lab, that's the website down there, and you can go to contact us, and it's going to be receiving your email, and it's going to be forwarded to me. Okay, last message before thank you, Sarah, very much. I'm waiting for your email. Perry says, you are the only Facebook wife of me, Susan. the best and only. Congrats on the hostel negotiation and speaking gigs. I've been saying that for a long time. I have many accomplishments done for the options that I was given in the beginning, but presenting on the hostel in a hostel negotiation conference is like the cherry of the pie. And again, those guys knew how to party. So after a year, almost 2 years of pandemic, I cannot wait to have some fun. So thank you very much, Perry. Again, my throat has been 19 hours. Thank you. You're appreciated. Thank you very much. Are we ready to roll? Let's go for it. Okay, who are we going to be talking today?
We are going to talk about Jensen Huang. I don't know how to pronounce the name because it's like different. And he is the CEO and co-founder of Nvidia, and Marc Benioff. How do you pronounce that?
Benioff.
Okay. CEO and of SALESFORCE.
Yeah, and we were talking with Elba, and after we do the reading, we're going to ask you, who do you will like to work for? Because it's not personal. We went through the face reading, and this one I did a previous face reading because it says, Elba, I am really tired, or we need to pay attention to this. And like she says, like, no, I will not going to work with that guy ever. Yeah. So we're going to see who we're talking to. So remember, if you register for our YouTube channel, again, you can see it here. You can get on the raffle at the end. And if you already registered in our YouTube channel, please send your info at humanbehaviorlab.com. We're going to show it at the end, and we're going to be raffling 30 minutes with us where you can ask whatever you want. You can have your red face. You can go to body language. You can learn with us, whatever. Every week, we're going to be raffling 30 minutes, and we're going to put numbers so we don't divulge your name. So now you can have a time with your profiler.
Yes.
So next one, next Friday, again, we're going to be talking about Margaret Thatcher and we're going to be talking about Pablo Picasso. And guess what? You say it. They die both
the same day, April the 8th. Yes.
So if you think there is any reason that we do things aleatory, no, we everything have a meaning in this team. And because you asked for, okay, guys, do not send any more emails. We got it. We're going to do Melinda and Bill Gates. We're going to do the face reading of these two. She rented an island for $132,000 a night. Like, I don't spend that money in a year. She's spending it a night. That's what happened when you have so much money. And guess what? I was reading, they had an open marriage. He went once a year on a vacation with his first girlfriend to North Carolina, and she knew about it. You know that?
Yeah, I heard it last night. I was just
oh,
looking at things about
Natty Bill.
Yes.
And Natty Belinda.
Yes, both.
So Sarah says, wow, even dead? Not sure, Sarah. I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't saw your message before. If you want to clarify. And says, wow, you're talking about Margaret Thatcher, Pablo Picasso. When we says we're not going to be working with one of them, we're talking about the CEOs that we're going to talk today.
Yes.
So yeah, we have naughty. It's not the next Wednesday. The next Friday is the last Friday. Yeah. The last Friday of the month. Oh, she says that as a mean. Yeah, the timing. They die the same day, different years. I'm sorry for if we don't explain, but they die in April the 8th. So everything have a reason for us. So remember, Pablo Picasso and Margaret Thatcher next Friday, and the last Friday of the month, we're going to be talking about Melinda and Bill Gates. And by the way, in June, we have the Beatles Day. So we're going to be talking and reading the 4 Beatles faces.
Yes.
So be ready to have fun. And if you have anything to suggest, please be our guest. Send us an email. You're going to see our email at the end, or you can go to humanbehaviorlab.com, contact us, and you can suggest. Piece of advice, in May 31, the prices are going up in Human Behavior Hacker School. We have been keeping the prices for a year already. The school was launched last May. You can save $250 or up to 30% savings. So if you want to take face reading, you can take the 5 classes, do a bundle, pay in 6 months, have homework 2 times a month. We have an open class. We have the open class last month. And for the students who are watching, we're going to be sending today the new homework with the link with the recording open class that it was like 2 hours and a half.
2 hours and a half. Yep.
And we have a blast. Next one, guys, is gonna be happy hour. So the next open class is gonna be happy hour. So for the students who are on the class, remember to bring your drinks. You're gonna have the invite. It says, you are on fire. I can't wait. Velvet, we are pleasing what you asking for. And when we find out in the national calendar that was the Beatles Day, like, no brainer. Let's do the Beatles.
Yes.
You all know I'm going to hip the training and get it wild. It's a chip. Oh, honey. One of the reasons the training was so fun last Friday was because was there. I need to see Hillary, Mary's, Richard. Thank you for the new students who show up. We love you. And I was highly, highly impressed for the quality of students that we have on the new section of the class. You nail it. And Perry, we love you.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Rich, we have a new comedian on the group.
Yes.
Richard Hillary says, "Hey, love, you
Hillary.
nailed it on the homework this week. Congrats."
Yes.
Congrats. You nailed it. She did only 2 hours and she already was profiling clients and talking to clients, and she did over 94%, 95% of the homework right. Only 2 hours of training in face reading. I'm so proud of my kids. Hi, Leah. How you doing? Hello. Thank you for being back. And Hilary says, thank you. No, thank you for putting up with our craziness on Friday.
Yes.
So remember, prices are going up, so do not miss it. You can go to humanbehaviorhackerschool.com. And if you want to see our next webinar, you can go to humanbehaviorlab.com/webinar. So let's get ready to roll.
Let's do it.
And this is for you, Hilary. Perry said, "Hoop, go, Hilary." Yeah, go, Perry. Your homeworks are improving. I would say 180 degree. So keep going, my love. Okay. First, smart people focus on the right things. I love the story of this guy. I love it. I love it. He's family oriented. He's been married with the same woman. He does a lot. He have a visionary face. But beside that, let's talk what we see on the face. And Christine says, congrats, Hilary. You see, you start having your own cheerleaders too. Go for it. Now, we have, and thank you for the 2 pages of information about them.
I have it too.
Yeah, so we have our research done so we can give you more information. Okay, you go first or I go first?
I go first.
Ooh, okay. Somebody wake up with the fire on it today?
Oh, I think so, yes. Maybe it's Friday, and that's because I'm so excited.
Okay, my love, you go.
Okay, let's start. We go with Jensen Huang. His date of birth was February 17, 1963. He's 58 years old, and he was born in Tainan, on Taiwan. And his family immigrated to the United States when he was a child, first living on Oneida, Kentucky, and sitting in Oregon. He received his undergraduate degree in electrical engineering from Oregon State University in 1984, and his master's degree in electrical engineering from Stanford University. He was a director of LSI Logic, and on his 30th birthday in 1993, Huang and their co-founders of Nvidia, they started the Nvidia company, and he is the CEO in the present. And he is married with Lori Huang since 1984.
Yeah, he have received a few awards, and actually, one gave to his alma mater 30 millions to build the Hen Chuan School of Engineers Center. Mm-hmm. The building is the second of 4 that make a Stanford Science Engineer Squad. He's a rap lab. I love that.
Yes.
So 2003. One of the things is these people have a lot of videos, but they don't have a lot of pictures to find out. And in order to, what happened? If you haven't studied face reading, it's difficult to froze the image so you can see the features. So for the people that we are training in face reading, we start sending videos. So guys, be ready because this week you want to have a video to code. So, but in this case, we need to find pictures so you don't get lost. So, okay, we have Isaac. Isaac says, good afternoon, ladies. Is Jensen his first name in Denmark? It is the last name. I don't know if I get lost. Oh, you asking? His name is Jensen Huang.
Yes.
So actually, his name, as if you can see, he changed the way he pronounced his name. His original name is Hen Huang. I asked for a friend who speaks Chinese, like Hen Huang, and he changed it to Jensen. It's happened with a lot of people who came from Asia that we don't know the Western, we don't know how to pronounce it. So they
Mhm.
Westernize their name in order to make it easy.
Yes.
Okay, I like this guy. One of the first impressions, and sometimes what you don't read, and the first impression is important. He's approachable.
Yes. He is likable.
He's likable. He
Uh-huh.
have we says one of the reasons we like puppies and babies is because the round contour of the face. So every feature that is round in your face is welcoming. People want to talk to you, people like you, and it's easy to make first impression. Elba?
Yes, I agree with that. He has that kind of face that you can be like, this is a good guy to talk. I can talk to him. It's not intimidating.
Mm-mm. Now, he have since really young age chameleon eyebrows. He
Oh,
have
yes.
You still can see some hair and you still can determine that he have pointy eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not proven, I will not gonna do it. He was an amazing research. Now, I do have the impression that he's a high explorer, meaning that he look and look and look. I says when people is high explorer, what happened is that hello, if you Google something or you go to a search engine and you find something 3 times is when you need to learn to stop. But he never stopped. He kept
No.
going and going and going and going. What else we can see in him when he was in 2003?
Okay, we can see he has a small ears, so meaning that he's visual, doing the things that he does. So it's coherent with that. And I want you to pay attention to the nose, to this part of the nose. But in this picture, we can see that he doesn't have the lowest spectrum. But we are going to see how things are going to change through years. And another thing, he's a really good talking with the things, the outside things. So he is good to convince you about whatever he wants.
Yeah, Claire says the inner contours of the eye are different, round on the business side and pointy on the personal side. I can determine from your reading in this one, Claire, you have done Asian face reading or Chinese face reading. On the Western, we don't have a reading for the inner counter, except that is near or far away. But if you can tell us on Chinese face reading what it meant, remember my visa was canceled. I couldn't make it to last November, so I didn't went to China to read that part. I have read a lot, I know a lot, but since I haven't been properly trained, I will not going to talk. But please
Yeah.
be our guest if you can explain it what that means. Anything else?
Let's go to the next one.
Why you get so excited? I want to talk
Oh,
about the small high ears. He processes super fast information. You see, outer counter to the ears, it's really process information really fast. And he always was laser focused. He
yes.
knows what he wants and how he wanted.
Yeah, and you know
Uh,
what? Yeah, go, go.
no, his Sarah says, he to me look not asymmetric. Okay, I have Clark de Lune says, I have only heard once what it means and I can't remember. Sorry. No problem. We can research for the next time and find it. I really proud. Then I have one of the biggest collection in face reading. I have books from 1500, 1400, and Elba knows because she loved my library. And I have 2 more books this week I need to share with you, but I will gonna check on. Ooh, Sarah, you're on fire. Someone look larger.
Yes.
I love when you girls do that. I love when you bump our life. Please do it. Keep doing it. You nail it. He is a thinker and he's a doer. He's not an emotional person, but doesn't mean that he doesn't have emotion because it's a tricky nose. Actually, we can measure the nose from here to here.
Mhm.
So he is emotional and doer. He's doing and his emotions and doing are similar.
Similar. Uh-huh. It's not too much difference with both.
He's thinking
he first
doing
thinks.
and feeling. So he's going to have in consideration other people he work with. And Sarah asked, like, you nail it. Yeah, Sarah Adams, you nail it. Completely
Yes.
right. You talk about Zone 1. You was right. So the kudos, I need to start like putting fireworks, but I don't know how to do it in StreamYard. I'm going to find out. But yeah, you nail it. What happened is when we did the face reading and we look on his life, he married really young. He had 2 kids when he was going to Stanford. So that and like balancing life and job get done has to do with the nose, and this the zone 2 and zone 3 are similar and
Mhm.
are balanced. Okay, you want to see this one?
Okay, yeah, you can see how detail oriented he is, how every single detail of a project has to be done in the way that has to be done.
Yep.
It's like wow.
And for a person who 9 years ago he was okay, let's start pointing out on things about him. When Jensen was 6 years old and his brother was 10 years old, were sent to the USA by their parents to the popular uprising on October 14, 1973, the end of the ruling military dictatorship on the anti-communist Tanon and how I supposed to pronounce this? Kitty Kakrom military
Yeah.
force were shooting in the street. Living in Kentucky, the Huang brothers were sent to the Oneida Baptist Institute, a reform
Mhm.
school for troubled kids. His roommate, who was 17 at that time, he was brought to him with 7 stab wounds. That was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
And
and he said and the and sorry and the interview that he did, and he said that was my first experience here in the United States. Like wow. Yeah.
hello, I was 29 when I came here. I have that experience. And another thing, at the age of 14, he appeared at the front of the page of Sport Illustrated magazine. He was a champion and tennis team. What I'm saying is, from being separated from his parent at the age of
Mhm.
6, and the first experience of to having a roommate, somebody who was stabbed 7 times, he is not a pessimist person. He's an
No.
extremely optimistic person. All the features who show optimism or pessimism are straight, meaning that he have an straight and upgoing
Mhm.
approach on life. So not always what happened bad in your life measure that you need to be having a bad outcome about what happened in your life. What else you
Yeah,
want to talk about it?
when he talked about this, and he said, you know what, when I have this experience, I noticed that I was in a special school, but this doesn't stop me. I keep going because I have a goal to do.
So Sarah says, a thinker who stay focused without distraction. Oh yeah, you interrupt this guy is gonna throw you with a paper clip box. So don't distract this guy. Uh, someone still larger, cheeks more full. Like yeah, actually he have Hollywood cheeks.
Yeah, the
He have
protruding cheeks, yeah.
Hollywood, healer, and white.
Right. He is the kind of person when he enters to a place, you will notice him, and he will keep going. His energy will not stop. He will not. He is like the Energizer Bunny, so he will keep going and going and going and going.
And again, due to that thing that he irradiate, people is coming to him with ideas and
Mhm.
talk to him. And when you are a inventor, when you're a developer, when you're a CEO of a company who depends on every idea who come to his desk, if you're not welcoming, if you overpower your people, you're never gonna get it. Even though he is a really good thinker and he's always think ahead, and he's really good seeing what are the next part are coming, you cannot be as successful and he is and was, and I'm sure he will be, without the great team that he invite to collaborate.
Yeah,
So at the age of 30, Jensen and with nobody can have a like Smith last
Marcos.
name, Chris
No.
Malakowicz and Curtis Print, co-founder of Nvidia. In November 1995, they launched NB1, but it failed. And one has to lay off 70% of his employees to conserve cash and hope for a second chance. One of the things that these two CEOs have in common, and that the reason we put it here, is because the initial stage of the company, in lame terms for America, they fail. Both
Mhm.
have a point that should I keep this company or should I ditch this company? And we have the professor.
Professor.
Jensen Huang is a nationally treasure who reflect well the great country of Taiwan. Thank you, Professor. We miss you. We need to start doing coffee on Sundays again. I miss you. He always gave me a hard time. That's what I lack. Okay. Sorry, Sarah. I miss. Right eye looks bigger. High, not bigger. Okay, when you says right eye, is his right eye or the right eye on the screen? We need to clarify that to make sure that you do the measurements correctly. The chin, what do you have to say about the chin? That is the stamina, how bulldog you are, how aggressive you are.
He's not aggressive. He's not that kind of person. No way. He's not. And even though he
But it's
like
straight.
yeah, but it's straight. He's like he has that particular way to say things, even though he doesn't have filters. But you will feel like, oh yeah, you're right. You cannot feel like intimidated or something to like judging you or something like that. He knows how to say things, even though that he doesn't have filters. He knows how to say it.
And he's so cool with his leather jacket. It's like, oh, dude, let's go for a beer.
And you know what? He made his tattoo of his company. He has the tattoo of his company. I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah, he tattooed, I think it was on their left arm,
I think she's right.
the logo of his company, and it's really cool. Black T-shirt, like leather jacket, not taking it too serious. Like he's a really cool guy to hang out. His right eye, again on the screen, or his right eye. Yeah, his right eye, it's bigger that is shows on the left side of the picture. We need to remember that all the picture when we're facing people in front of us are mirrored. So this is his right eye, meaning that in business just happened to be more 120 degree than whatever happened around him. So he's paying attention all the time. Good call. I don't know if I would have called him gregarious. His lips are not too big.
No.
He have a standard is not above 5. And another thing, his upper lip is bigger than the lower.
And this one, yes, that's the next one that I'm going that I was.
I'm sorry, spoil it.
But yeah, you can see. We talked before that he has a full lower lip, and now he has a full upper lip. He changed.
Yep, it's different.
Now here, I remember that I told you to pay attention to the nose. You can see how he developed the low spectrum.
He started paying attention to others.
Yes.
In 1999, Nvidia fortune changed. G4 256 or NB10 was such a success that established Nvidia as the major player on the market. In the same year, his competitor, Silicon Graphic, declared bankruptcy, making Nvidia the only on the market of graphic. By the way, do you have a Nintendo? Do you have a Xbox 360? And I have a Wii too. I'm a nerd. I love to play. We were talking about the games that we play with Elva. Do you know why those games such a great graphic? Thanks to him.
Yes.
So if you enjoy playing games, You need to say thank to him. In 2003, Huang received the Dr. Morris Chan Exemplary Leadership Award, which recognized a leader who had made exceptional contribution to drive the fabled semiconductor industry development, innovation, growth, and long-term opportunities. The Fabled Semiconductor Association. And he is working at technology. He is working on developing a respirator that can be done for things that you can find in a hardware store. And he's expecting the approval from the FDA. So he's not only a person who can make a bunch of money, because it's not how much money you have, it's how much you can give to others. So we see that he started developing the lower septum. So you can see here in my nose, and you can see it. You're going to find this on Martin Luther King and Pavlov and people who is caring about others. You're going to find it in Mother Teresa. You're going to find it in Gandhi. I know that maybe it doesn't look too much, so pay attention to this part of the face, and we're going to go here. You see how it changed? He was flat. It is lower.
It's not flat anymore.
Nope. And you see his left ear start getting a little lower, like getting less on processing information faster, but go deeper, slower. What is next? What I need to do? Don't run in so fast. And it's crazy. My ears going up, his ears going down. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Yes. And he's really focused on things. He has like, okay, this is what we do. Let's go for it.
Okay. People, look on the chin. Can you see this line is like a straight line?
They're really straight.
And you see how small it is? You can draw here. His chin is here. Now, look what happened. It's 9 years later. Yeah. No, 8. I'm sorry. Tired again. Fridays. Do you see the chin is going around there?
Yes.
He become more people person when he talked with somebody else. Oh, Sarah, you're on fire. He's more emotional. Yes, he is talking more about his emotions, what is going on with him. He talked to others. Actually, he commented when the first 6 months that when Nvidia started, he was meeting with the other 2 partners about like what you did today, what is going on, tell me about you. There were the idea was to do brainstorming every day to determine like, okay, what we need to be doing, what people need to develop, okay, what is going to be the company about. It was about like unveiling other people's idea. And that has to do with a great leader. When you ask others and not only you think that you have only the truth. Can see his filtrum. He have a filtrum. You see? Look at here. Ears angled. In this case, I would say that has to do with his race.
Me too.
Me too. Eyes aligned. Aligned, when you says aligned, what do you mean with that? When we have Asian ascendants, when they start growing older, you're going to see that his eyes hasn't changed too much. Has to do with aging. So when you says Sarah Adams, eyes aligned, can you tell me a little more so we don't mess it up? So I would say the biggest changes is his ears go lower, meaning that he take more time to process information. He's not running all the time. And he start talking. He still have thin lips, but his upper lip still is bigger, even though the lips get thinner.
Yeah. And the chin, that's another thing that he changed.
I love that how the chin changed. Okay. More balances, one not higher than the other. Actually, I don't think that either time his eyes were higher than the other. You need to think about the line of the image. In this case, this can look like the eye is higher, but if you drew a line, you're going to see they're the same. because
It's
the head is tilted. So when you need to know that, you need to draw a line here, here, and here, and you copy that line and put it on the eyes so you can follow the tilted of the head.
Yep.
But thank you for bringing it on. It's difficult to think on all these options when you're reading a face. Okay, chin. He started with a round, went to the straight, and ended up in the round.
Yeah.
It's a sandwich. You have a sandwich chin.
Yeah.
What else?
But since he has a small chin since forever, like he doesn't have the bigger chin. And I think, like I said before, and you can notice on the nose, he has the lowest spectrum and he has the ball on the tip of the nose. His eyebrows are the same because they are chameleon. They're more chameleon, I think, right now than before, but yeah.
Okay, Perry have a good point. I think that the inner canti have changed it slightly, which give the impression that the eyes as a whole have changed it. Yes, but again, it doesn't change so much actually, because Asian descendants have tend to the eyelid fall higher. It can look like it changed, but still you see the point here and the round here.
Yep.
So the upper eyelid, it's falling a little more, who can make it different. But if you look here, Perry, and you look here, and you look here, and you look here, it's still the same. And by the way, he have the visionary on his business side, and he still have it even with the glasses.
Yeah,
like that indentation to flash for things that come in. It's a good point, Perry, but still you need to adapt to the race of the person. You don't make any difference between age, gender, and race, but you need to follow the understanding of the race since the beginning of the reading. Make sense?
Yeah.
I see it now. Thank you. Thank you to you, my love. And before we wrap it up with him and go to the last, we're going to say that in 2008, Forbes listed him as the 61 higher paid CEO. I like that title. I own 3 companies.
Oh, yeah.
I still not the highest CEO. I need to make changes. In the US, CEO and one of the wealthiest Asian American. His parents must be so proud, as well as another Asian American. In 2018, Huang was listed in the inaugural Age 50, naming the world top 50 influencers in age computing. And again, he donated $30 million to make oh my God, I lost it.
The Engineer Center on the Stanford School.
And the Engineer Center and Stanford is one of the 4 that make a Stanford Science and Engineer Quad. So obviously it's an incubator for Nvidia, but it's an incubator for other companies. So I love when someone who come from nothing and become so much give to others. And the 2 CEOs that we have today, they're huge philanthropists, and that is amazing. I wish more people is doing more. And both have the lower part of the nose, they're developed, and both developed since young. What else we can see? He's kind of depleted of energy at this point, even though he is still an energized person. You can still see a little sunken on his cheeks that like, okay, dude, maybe 58, you have done so much. It's time to like
slow down.
No, he's going to AI, robots. He's building one of the biggest hardware centers, and I don't remember when he's building it. Like, I didn't have all the time that I wish to go through his bio, but he's nonstop. Maybe it's time to like move apart and get somebody else to be CEO, enjoy life, stop to smell the roses, but some people never can stop. Facebook, thank you. Yes, he have chameleon pointy eyebrows. I don't know if it's delayed, but yeah, he have chameleon pointy eyebrows. Actually, now he have straight eyebrows.
Yes. Yes.
Sarah says, does he have a contempt on his face? If I am way off, don't yell at me. No, Sarah, one of the things that I don't do, and I have media who contact me like, oh, you're never going to show up in this media since you don't want to reply, is I don't read body language and micro expressions for pictures because there's so many options. I wear glasses, and if I'm sweating, now that I have lighting, I'm gonna be doing this all the time. So
Mhm.
somebody take a screenshot and show me like I have in contempt. So I haven't discussed. So regarding micro expressions, I try to see the videos. I do use, and we use in our training pictures of body language and micro expression to fixate how it
Mhm.
look. But when we need to go to real life, the next training I'm doing with lawyers, I'm going to show them the pictures and I'm going to test them before and after to see how accurate they can be. But I will not going to read micro expression because it's a risk. Every good behavioral person try to avoid to read it. If they do it, I don't trust them because it's impossible to. I have so many articles in my feed says, oh, X and Y, read about
No.
the body language of X and Y from a picture. Like, I don't trust you. Can you see a thin eyelid in the business side, but no eyelids seem in the personal side? I am. Hi, Anne. I love. In the before or after, actually, it's a coherent. He have a little more eyelids on his business side, the personal, and he have a consistency during the years. Elba?
Yeah, I think, but it's coherent because with the things and the work that he is doing, he has to be with people and be with the developers and talk to a lot of people. So that's how he is like, okay, it's time to be with you, but at the end of the day, it's time to be. And he's in his personal life.
So one of the things that I say is when you have a little, when you show in some eyelid, meaning that you are ambivert or neutral,
Mhm.
depending the profile that you're reading. MPA is neutral, and MBTI is ambivert, meaning that you can be with people, but you need your time by yourself. Now, when you're laser focused, like happened in his personal life, it's not always a bad thing. When you're laser focused, meaning that when you're present, you're there. So when he leave the office, he's focused on what he's doing. So my personal life, I need to be focused on my family, on my background. And when I'm in the office, I'm putting my emotion focusing in what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So remember, most people, even the more left-brained, they have a passion from the right brain to be taking control of your life. Sarah says, gotcha, I understand completely, make perfect sense. Thank you. And some people get offended because I don't want to, and again, reading micro expression and body language. But again, I can be doing this and look like
Yeah.
I'm disgust, but
But
actually what I'm doing is like, and I'm going to show something for a second. So, okay, be ready. We're going to go first. Whoa. Okay.
hi, what you
I
did?
know. I know. So if I do this, okay, how many of you use glasses? And my glasses, even though I have it, I have the new ones, I need to do this. I have my other new glasses that I love that. They're from 1950 and like they have all the ring. Do you know what I need to do? Do you see that have this silicone here?
Mhm.
Do you know what happened? They were falling all the time. So I finally have the silicone pads because I found myself
Yeah.
on Monday. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for like sending me things in like 24 hours, even though I'm living in the middle of nowhere. So what happened is I was doing this all the time. I don't wear makeup, but I do a good cream in my face every morning and every night. So what happened? I was doing this, and I was doing this all the time. And people, I saw people looking at me, and like I giving the wrong impression. I don't want to give the wrong impression. So if
No.
somebody again would take a picture, or for example, I have an accident, I always say it, and I have a fascia in my face. So when I smile this way.
See.
So it's a baseline. It's not that I'm showing contempt. So even my picture and my media appearance and my LinkedIn showing like I'm showing contempt. And that's the way I smile.
Mhm.
I smiling with both sides, but one side is more because my right side of the face, I have like gold cables like holding my face, not for aesthetic, it's because I lost this part of my face. So in order to be as symmetric again, I have a huge surgery when I was 6 years old, and I need to do it again couple of years to get my face. So again, so if somebody would take a picture, it looked like I showing contempt.
No.
You need to have a background, you need to have a baseline, and I'm not gonna get stressed. And any face reader, any body language or whatever want to argue, bring it on. Be my guest.
Yes.
I don't care what title you have. I have 29 years of street smart experience telling me. Maybe I don't have a PhD, but life, the devil knows for more being the devil than for being old than being the devil. And by the way,
Yeah.
yesterday I saw somebody using my phrases and I got really pissed off.
Mm.
It's like guessing without a baseline. Thank you very much. I appreciated you saying that, Sarah. Because it's a picture, no way to gather that in one still frame. Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you. I
Yeah, I
say it
think it has
again.
to be with the context too. It's not just that simple to see a picture and said, "Ah, yeah, it's contempt, it's disgust." No.
Do you know there are 50 minutes? It's still, we have one more CEO. God, Lord, we are always behind. One idea alone is a tactic, but if it can be exhausted a number of different ways, it becomes a great strategy. Welcome to the face reading and profiler of Marc Benioff, CEO of SALESFORCE. And be ready because this guy's a roller coaster.
Oh, see. Yes.
You want to go or I go?
I can go. Mark
I
Russell
know
Benioff.
it's polite only to ask.
Yes, I know. It's Mark Russell Benioff. His date of birth was September 25, 1964. He is 56. He was raised in a Jewish family long established in San Francisco Bay Area. At the age of 15, he founded Liberty Software, creating and selling games such as Flipper and the Atari 8-bit. He received a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from the University of Southern California in 1986. He founded Salesforce in March 1999 in a retained San Francisco apartment and defeated its mission in a marketing statement as the end of software. He married with Liane how do you pronounce that?
Krilich.
Krilich. Yeah, that.
Yeah, actually, he rent the apartment next to him to start the office.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, while he was in a high school, Benioff sold his first application, How to Juggle, for $75. At the age of 16, was earning royalties for $1,500 a month. So we're talking about that 20, 30 years ago, no,
Mhm.
40 years ago, he was doing 1,500 a month. Is the equal to 4,500 now? Enough to pay for college. This is very interesting because it reflects how he could pay for college by himself.
Yes.
I want his brain. Is
Me too.
genius.
Yeah.
So he was doing the equivalent at 16 years old on royalties of 4,500 today. So he was making around more than 50,000 a year. He paid for his own college. Like, chapeau, dude. I never went to college. Anyway, so holy cow. Who do you want to start, or you want me to
Yeah,
go?
me.
I'm sorry. Part of the sorry. Gonna excuse me. Sorry, gonna excuse me.
You know what? I love his eyebrows. That's how he
Sarah
makes
says
a
a
lot of
nice
things.
hustle. I want to have that hustle today. If I can make $5,000 on royalties a month, count me on, Sarah.
Oh,
If you have any plan, just let me know. We can develop together.
yes.
Sorry, keep going.
Okay, his eyebrows. He's like, okay, let's go with the facts and the data. Let's go to the bullet point. And that's how he made a lot of things, because in that time he was like, okay, I will start this application and I will finish it. I will not leave it unfinished. So I think he is like really straight with things, like give me the ABC and I'm going to finish it.
The only problem with that is a recurring in his life. He's extremely impatient with people who is not
Yes.
like him. Those eyebrows are lovely when you are living in your basement by yourself. And if you don't have anything to balance the way that you talk to others, because your standards so high, so high doesn't mean that
Mhm.
everybody can do the same. And it's not because they're not good workers. It's just people don't try to drive you crazy. And Hillary says the last Friday when we have the open class, like, I have your voice in my head every time that I read someone. They're not trying to drive me crazy. They have a different way to approach life, and that takes so much pressure from your personal life. But
Yeah.
this dude doesn't let go anything.
No, no. So he was like, okay,
Oh,
give me everything and just move on.
okay.
Don't let me waste time.
That is something that you want to read, but sorry, Sarah did it before.
Don't worry. This is why we do this too, because you can start spotting things and see what we are seeing.
Okay, pointy chicks, we call them Hollywood chicks
Mhm.
and protruded chicks. I like that you call it pointy. We can put it, but it's not the witch of Disney. Not yet. Wait for it. Uh,
No.
the nose and chin. So he have a turned down nose, turned down nose, so young.
Yeah, that was a thing that got my attention and said, wow, he doesn't trust anyone and he needs the proof. So you want me to believe in what the things that you are saying? Prove me.
Yeah, but I love on the other side the high standards he have in his personal life and how stubborn he was. But
Oh,
again, both Jensen and Mark, they both have pointy small chin. And it's I would say I haven't seen too many faces when you have such a round, both have round faces,
mm,
both are energized and bunny, how both have a lot of stamina, but both have small pointy chin. Meaning they were really critical with themselves, and everything that you say, they take into the sleep and like, oh, you're stabbing me on the heart. Like,
mhm.
no, dude, I'm just telling you, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay, we have hiding his intelligence. Somebody has been watching the videos.
You
Okay, one
know.
for Sarah.
Go, Sarah. Go,
Go,
Sarah.
Sarah. Go, Sarah.
You did
Yes.
it great.
Uh, get to a point that he doesn't care. He just show it. So let's go to the next picture because he have a really interesting story. And he took a sabbatical when he was 26 years old. He flipped everything to the door. Sarah says, yep. LOL. Yeah, LOL. But that's how, you know what? We're not going to hold it anymore. Happy dance.
No.
He joined Oracle Corporation after graduating in a customer service role. He was at Oracle for 13 years in various
Mhm.
executive positions in sales, marketing, and product development. At the age of 23, he was named Oracle Rookie of the Year, and 3 years later, he was promoted to vice president, the company youngest person to hold that title. Believe it or not, that I think that it's crazy. when he was 26 years, when he was on Oracle, he was the vice president. He come up to the president and says, you know what? I don't feel it anymore. I don't want to be doing this. So he says, why don't you take 3 months sabbatical? So he went to Hawaii. He surfed, got wasted, have fun. Nothing happened. He came back and like, still don't feel it. And the president says, take 3 more years. Take 3 more months of sabbatical. I'm like, hello, 6 months sabbatical. And he went to India. And when he was in India, he went to, I think it was a spiritual healer or a guru. And the guru says, whatever you do, always you need to be doing something for other people. And he was with a friend who was having this message give. And he was listening to like, interesting. I can do something as a business and be a philanthropist. And he was always having these 2 parts of his life separate until like, what if I can do something that helping people fulfill my need for philanthropy, but still can have a business? And when he came back to the United States, he went to, I don't remember who he went to see at a presentation of somebody really important on that time. And that person says the same. Remember that whatever you do, always do something for somebody else. And that's where SALESFORCE start. Now, tell me what happened with this picture.
Okay, I want just to address something. It's he starts seeing problems about everything. But he has a good thing. He already know how to solve it.
Yeah, Sarah, you have Hillary, like, go Sarah, good, go. Sarah says that he's still hiding his intelligence. Is in his personal life or his business side? Elba, why are you laughing that way? I see you, Marc. That is a contempt. Do you see? That is a contempt. Like, I do know the answer.
Yes.
What is the answer?
Okay, it's in his business side.
Yep. He's still developing his, like, I don't know what I'm doing or not doing. Now, you can see that most people can read a contempt here, but it's not a contempt. What it is?
He's an optimistic.
And his secret line is huge.
Yep.
He was going to something and he wasn't developing what he was going on. His eyebrows start being more managerial. Instead to be more about getting the idea, is like, give me the idea and I'm going to develop something better. I'm going to develop something bigger. Okay, let's pay attention to this. This is a pixelated picture and we have not an argument because we don't yell each other, but we have like, we should show this picture, but it's important what we need to sacrifice in order to get it. Can you see the eyebrows? Straight, even. Now, his eyebrows starting thin and start going bigger and ended, meaning that he was more about controlling things, taking other people's perspective and making his own. And actually makes sense because he's the creator of the term platform as a service. He has extreme self-reach by allowing customers to build their own application on the company architecture or the SALESFORCE cloud. In 1915, Benioff announced that he will be reviewing all salaries at SALESFORCE to ensure men and women were being paid equally to comparable work. That's meaning that he was taking things and action and executing things. Even though that was later on time, he started thinking on a pattern that I'm going to take. And you know what? Not always need to be the one who get the idea and execute it. Like Bill Gates, he bought the first software. He bought it, remade it, sell it. And he says to IBM, okay, instead of selling you the program, you give me a revenue. And he did what Marc did. He get royalties for and still have it. So good business. What else you see?
Yeah, I think for me it's like you can see his chin.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
line,
the
the
line.
critical line
Yeah,
here.
how he start developing, how he start need like, okay, I'm doing a good job. I want to know if I'm doing it good. So, yeah.
He need a small recognizing
Hmm.
of people like, oh, you're doing a really great job. Now, do you see the cliff on the nose?
See, he's
He fall in love. He's like, oh my God, I love that. I love that. I love that. I want it. I want it. I want it. Tomorrow I don't like it anymore. Sarah, thick eyebrows on the picture before. In here one are like thin, thick, thin.
like, hmm.
Alma laughing. And I don't know what my love you're laughing about it. It's so many things to laugh about us.
Oh yes.
In the mid 2018, Mac and his wife Lynn bought one of the most famous and influential magazines on the United States with 200 million. Like, really? Time magazine.
Hmm.
I understand that his wife is a journalist.
Yeah, she's a journalist.
Yeah. Another thing, another common denominator. You see the outer counter, high ears
Her ears.
in
And
both.
that's another thing hard to find with him, the ears.
Yeah, but now he have long hair. So you need to understand this picture is tilted to the right of the screen. So you need to see the same angle. If you want to use a straight line when you have an angled face, you're not going to be seeing the features. So we need to understand that here, start, you
He has,
see,
he think fast.
he think faster on his business side.
Hmm.
Most
Yes.
people doesn't know that Steve Jobs was his mentor. And 3 years before Steve Jobs announced they're going to do the Apple Store, he registered not only the domain, the trademark, and the name Apple Store. And when he was invited by Apple to the launch of the Apple Store, they did. It's weird. It's something that it doesn't up there because Steve Jobs wouldn't and the production team wouldn't have done Apple Store if they didn't know who have registered the name. And just happened that Marc was there, and after Steve Jobs says we're gonna do Apple's App Store, he says, "Well, it just happened that I have registered the name, and I'm gonna give it to you as a gift." It's something that
Hmm.
doesn't up on that story. And I saw the interview when he say it, and he shook both shoulder. He
Like this.
showed content, pulled the body. I don't think the story is there. But anyway, I didn't want to put the video to not to be too controversial, but I'm gonna say it. I cannot hold myself. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's my time off. So, my love, what else you see?
I think for me, I can see, I want to see the next one.
You want it? Now let's see if I show it.
Please.
Please, pretty please. Holy cow.
I want to
Okay,
say one thing here.
only one?
Well, but that's the thing that it's not a common feature to see, like easy, but this guy have it. So has it. It's like, okay, he's
What?
really obstinate with things. He's prepared for everything, but he's really obstinate when he said when he has an idea or something, he's like, okay, I want it, I get it.
Okay, one of the things that I like is he had a huge widow pick.
Hmm.
Like that is the Marilyn Monroe. Like I want to be the center of the attention. I know how to captivate. Now we talk about one of the CEOs that we never would work on. I'm gonna put it out there. I will never gonna work with this man because probably I never try to commit a crime, but I will probably gonna commit a crime killing this guy. It will drive me crazy.
Yeah.
His ears are too high. He having straight eyebrows again.
Yeah,
He
he
goes
has
so he have low eyebrows, low proxemic. I would say decent average ears, so he can go audit or visual, but have highest ears. His ears are going high and high and high. So
no.
he interrupt. He doesn't care. He go on his own pace, and he tend to lose things. But in the other hand, he have such a beautiful courage lines on his
Yes.
personal life.
Yes.
He lost something and he fought for something, and I couldn't find anything who can relate to losing a loved
No.
one or something happened with him. But in his personal life, these courage lines, it get like, I want to slap you, but something going on with you who make you so overachiever, like
Yes.
showing that I can do it. So
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but if somebody knows about something personal about him who can tell me why he has such an overachiever, and he doesn't, for being such a talkative person, he doesn't have any lips.
No. No. Nothing. He doesn't have it. It's like, and he doesn't talk about yeah his feelings. So yeah.
Uh, Sarah says he gained weight everywhere in his face. Yes, but he always was a round face. He always
Mhm.
was a wide, round face, and he still have the Hollywood cheeks. He have lovely, lovely courage lines. And one of the things I do want to write the book that we says that we're going to write is because I want to interview these people and says, what happened in your life?
Mhm.
By the way, stop sending emails at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, this guy is not going to leave it for the next day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have my windows open so you can hear the you can hear the train.
Yeah. So this guy is like, If it's 3 in the morning, okay, let's see what happened. Let's do it.
Well, Mark has been an active philanthropist, and he, along with his wife, has done several work for development of society. Now, last one. Then I talk about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was his mentor. Mark was stuck with Salesforce. Again, like what happened with Nvidia and Jensen,
Mhm.
there were stocks. So when people says if you're not doing your first million in 3 months, like, dude, you cannot build an empire starting from the roof. You need time to do it. Sarah says, got it, gotcha. Thank you very much, my love. He went to see Jobs, and Jobs gave him three advice. Salesforce better be 10 times larger in the next 24 months. No pressure there.
No.
You have to close a huge, massive customer like Avon. No pressure there. And you have to build an application economy. Well, Mark says, and what is an application economy? And Jobs says, you have to figure it out. Who would a mentor like that?
Yes.
Thank God minds give him a little more advice. I have mentors on the business, personal coaching, and everything. Like, yeah, thank you very much. A little help there. So again, this is a guy who think really fast. He gonna interrupt everyone. What happened when you interrupt people all the time is you can intend to lose some
Mhm.
of the information. But he had built such a great company because he was a visionary. Now he doesn't have any visionary lines. Did
No.
you saw that?
Yeah, he doesn't have it
Visionary lines usually happen here,
between
but
the
no lips.
nothing.
The front teeth again, like
Stubborn.
Jensen, small
Stubborn.
chin like Jensen, and he still had the pointy. And these chicks, the eyes like burned out, they're both the same. So even though you think that because you have an Asian American and you have an American person, you're going to have different features,
Mhm.
actually they have similar features.
Yes. And look where they are.
Completely. Let's see what is the next picture, and to tell, whoa.
I want to say something here. You can see
You can
his
say
ears.
everything.
You can see his ears.
Mhm.
How he became more straight to the rule.
He become a rule follower, and that's
Mhm.
what I don't get it. And his eyebrows went too pointy.
Again.
Okay, I want people, please pay attention to the eyebrows. Here, point, point.
Wait.
Here, point, point. This is now. So 3 years ago, he have line eyebrows. You see one line, a
Mhm.
little pointy, but here straight
It's still
eyebrows.
online.
Managerial, straight.
Wait. He changed a lot.
So you can say that a women, they change a lot because we
Vlog.
fix our eyebrows, but men don't do that. 82, 90 change in 80 years. Now again, so 90, 19 years later, and today.
Oh, yes. And you can see one thing. He start putting more distance between people in his personal life. Like, okay, just like, no, let's think about it. Go slow. Don't like put it in front of my face. Just give my space.
So he become more high proxemic in his personal life
Mhm.
and burned out in his business life. I would say, okay, can I take a bait?
Yes. Do it, do it, do it.
He's going to be the next divorcee on the market.
How I know that you are going to say that.
The secret line in his okay. To understand, I don't have a crystal ball. Let's do a reading. The secret line on his personal life is here to here.
It's big. It's big. Really big.
His mouth on his personal side is down, pessimist. His eyes on his personal life, the proxemic is higher, the eye is lower. You see this green line?
Mhm.
Now I think I start getting it. He doesn't believe anything who happened in his personal life. He wanted to be right in facts and data. He's more thinking outside the box on his personal side. The ears tick a little more. And the energy, he's completely depleted. Both, you see, business, he's killing his personal life with his business side. Okay, I give him 6 months. I give him 6 months. He's having a hard time in a personal life. Again, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna happen. I'm gonna put the card yet. I give a reading on the Bachelorette and Bachelor last year and says they're not gonna last more than 3 months, 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and like media was contacting me like, how you know? Like I didn't know anything that I cannot read on the face. And it says he's gonna get pissed off and his family get pissed off feeding out with her. Guess what happened? 3 weeks later, people was like, how you know? Look at the article. What they say, like those are things that you can read on the face. This guy's having a hard time in his personal life. So I wouldn't work with him, but I will be empathetic on his personal side. I'm so sorry, dude. You don't know me. You don't know who I am, but I feel sorry for you. So before and after.
It's crazy. It's crazy how the eyebrows change, how the proxemic change, how he started like being like, yeah, you know what? I'm intelligent. I'm going to show it. Because at the beginning, he would start like, okay, yeah, but I'm going to hide my intelligence. Now it's like, this is me.
And you know what? One of the things is he have a little bigger upper lip than before, meaning they become more emotional. But what? He have 4 mouth.
Yes, it's totally different between both sides.
On his personal business side, meaning how he talked to other people, he's still not talking about what is going on, what he need to be done. Now, in his personal side, he become more verbose. Like that's how I'm feeling. That's what I need. That are my needs. I need it. Fulfill it. But it still is more harm. Is more harm when he talk than when he would feel. This part of the mouth is getting bigger. You can see thinner, bigger, and the cupid bow is only one side. That's what I want people to understand. Cupid bow, you see the line? Here we go, pointy, down, flat.
No.
Different, and you see the line, meaning that he's becoming more playful. That's how much you need to be paying attention to faces. That's how much it changed it. I think that is the most significant part on the changes and what his mouth is telling me now. Mac, if you can send me an email, I would love to read your face live.
Yeah, it will be great. It will be great.
It will be. Okay, anything else? Because an hour and 20 minutes. What the heck? We're taking so long.
I think it's just like we said. people can change. And another thing that we can see through the years was the eyebrows. So everything changed in your face.
Straight, facts and data, managerial. I
Yeah.
take what you says. We went to straight again and pointy. I want to be right based on data. I want the data and I want to be right. This guy is fascinating. Again, dude, nothing personal, but I would go for a coffee with you, even have a meeting with you. You're going to drive me crazy. Probably going to jump on the table and like.
Okay, yeah, me too. I agree with that.
I would prefer to talk to Jensen.
Well, me too.
He's more quiet. But you know what? This guy has done an amazing job and is super successful. Kudos to both. They're only 7 and 9 years older than I am. Like, anyway.
Yeah.
So today we talk about Jensen Huang, CEO and co-founder of Nvidia, and Marc Benioff, CEO and from SALESFORCE. Thank you very much for being here. Don't go away because we have the raffle.
Yeah.
Next Friday, we're going to be talking about Margaret Thatcher and Pablo Picasso. Remember, 4:05, like always, every Friday here. I have 2 Fridays that I'm not gonna be here. I still start going to the road. Yes. I miss my trips. And at the end of the month, the bigger, that was asleep. Because it's so juicy. It's the best because it's so juicy. Susan, behave. Melinda and Bill Gates, we're going to talk about the open relationship, but it's not our turf, so we're going to keep talking about the face reading. Sorry, we're going to be naughty. In this one, we're going to be naughty. Yes. We missed the girl who was naughty with us the other time. It's going to be May 28. You choose to talk about these 2. Remember, on the media is the last Friday of the month. Remember, if you want to learn any of the witchcraft that we were talking today, and I own that term, until May 31, you can save $250. Susan, 30% up to savings when you go to humanbehaviorhackerschool.com. And remember, we have webinars coming in June and July. Go to humanbehaviorlab.com/webinar. The next one, we're going to be talking about the mouth and the teeth on June 1st, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I love this picture. And I pick it up and I was crazy. I'm like, no, you have a nose for the money. If you're in sales or you need to collect money, guess what? This is where the money happens. I know how much you're going to be spending if I know how to read your nose. And if you're going to contact us, for all of you, Elba, if people want to talk to you, where they need to go?
You can go to Elba at humanbehaviorlab.com.
Great. And Perry, you're completely right. And you nail it with the research and have not the best week of the year. So, and we are with you. Thank you very much for all the job you do with us and for us. Perry says, thank you. Another fascinating presentation. And thank you, Art, for the research. Thank you so much, ladies. Don't go away because we have the raffle. If you register to our YouTube channel, you have here link to Susan Ivitz, a Human Behavior Lab. You get to a raffle. If you want to contact me, I reply to all my emails, believe it or not. Yes, that happened. Susan at humanbehaviorlab.com. Now, if you're going to get to the raffle, how this crazy idea work? That is why you do it. You go into our YouTube channel, you to subscribe to the channel. You hit the bell so you don't need to be receiving emails and things like that. I think this is Anne. I have the feeling, my crystal ball.
Yeah, me too.
So you hit the bell so you never miss a show again. Enter your information, email your information to info@humanbehaviorlife.com. Some people like Claude the Moon and a lot of people, they don't use their real names when they have the YouTube channel, and I respect that. But in order to make sure that you have registered before or you just new register, both can go to the raffles. You can go and send your information, says, hey, my name in YouTube is X and Y to info@humanbehaviorlab.com. The subject is code CEO May 14. If you send your email last week, you're not going to get on the raffle this month. So that's the reason you need to put the code. And what is going to happen is the raffle is going to happen next May 21 at the end of the show live. And I'm going to stop sharing here and I'm going to share and let's go to, oh, wait a minute. I have it in different, wait a minute. This is the first time that we're going to do it live. So that's where we're going to be doing. Oh, I messed it up. Oops, I shouldn't have done something different. Okay, bear with me. I'm trying to get this done. I hope I mess it up. I mess it up.
No. But I know that.
Okay, what was the last time that I messed it up? In a long time. I shouldn't have said like I'm doing great. I shouldn't. Oh, wait a minute. It's working. Shh. Working. Okay. So, are you ready?
Yes.
I love this system. I was doing a raffle with my students. Velvet Moon says, thank you, Susan and Ella. Wonderful presentation. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to send your information. You can win 30 minutes with us and you can ask whatever you want. You can either do a face reading or, by the way, I have a lawyer who wrote to me and says, like, if I have 30 minutes with you, can you read my client? Like, dude, that is billable hours. But anyway, if you're registered to your YouTube channel, what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel. One number is going to win. We're going to contact you because we assign a number to each of you. Now, you can see that it's a graphic. You have a bonus. If we pick your number on the same wheel, just follow. And again, it's a website. We're not controlling. Follow and the logo. You have a plus of another 30 minutes with us. So let's see who is the winner for today. It's going. Come on, fall. Okay, congrats. 106. I'm going to take a note because I'm probably going to forget. And what I'm going to do is go online after and we're going to publish. Now let's spin the wheel for the extra bonus to see what happened. $106 again. We got, okay, sorry. 106, you won the raffle this week. You're going to have half an hour with us. We're going to send you an email and we're going to send you the calendar. Remember, if you want to win, okay, wait. No, this is not what it was supposed to be sending. Sorry, it's not that. Anyway, it's our YouTube. You know, I'm tired. It's Friday, honey.
Yes,
it's Friday.
And
well,
it's been a long week. Yeah.
Now you know where you can get your wheel of name because, yeah, people is copying us more than I expected. But you know what? Congrats, 106. Yeah, congrats. Velvet, I don't remember seeing your name. So if you have registered to Susan Ivett, a Human Behavioral Lab YouTube channel, you can still be part of this. So don't be shy. Go for it. You still can get it. And yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get and change and send it. So remember, if you want to win time with us, you can go on our channel. I want to try to see again. Here we go. I'm going to put it again. So this is our channel. Says, I want to learn more before, okay. Velvet says, I want to learn more before I waste your time. You know what? I can be reading your face or I can be reading your voice. I can be reading whatever you want. So it's not a learning experience because it's going to be really difficult in 30 minutes to explain or do an educational an educational process, but you can have everybody read or you can have 30 minutes with everybody you choose on the company. Perry says, Congrats to the 106. Perry, I saw you on the roster today, but I think we already told you what number you are. So, people, thank you very much. It's another Friday. I hope to see you next Friday, and I'm exhausted. I cannot wait to take my clothes, my lipstick, go to my my backyard, grab a glass of wine, and see my raccoons eating their marshmallows.
Oh, yeah. Having fun.
Having fun. You have dinner with the girls and your husband, no?
Oh, yes. That's why I have my two girls and my husband. So yeah, we are going to watch a movie and have a good time together.
Movie. Good call. I need to find something dirty, bloody, and naughty.
Okay.
Enjoy your night too, guys. Lord Catcher, hey, I haven't seen in a long time. Lord Catcher, Joy Catcher, thank you for being here. Taco Bell tonight. No, Sarah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
It
Taco
hurts
Bell.
my stomach. I have to be honest.
Huh?
Taco Bell is like, oh,
No, I prefer pizza chicken wings. Don't do that, Sarah. Don't do that. No, it's worse than getting a COVID vaccine.
I know.
I hope we never need to get a sponsor because we're not going to have Taco Bell. Okay. Joy says, I'm getting my act together. I haven't seen your videos in YouTube in a long time. Sarah says, pizza. Like, yes, pizza. Bacon with chicken, double bacon, bacon. Okay, stop. I need really, seriously, stop. My love, it's always a pleasure to share the screen with you. Without you, this show doesn't happen. Actually, I have canceled the show when you cannot do it. So that's how it is. People, thank you very much. Boss, sweet port. I'm preparing one right now. Okay, sweet potato fries. Oh, somebody knows me. My husband knows me really well. He knows me really well.
Yes.
Pizza, chicken wings, and sweet potato fries. With that, don't bring me roses. Bring me a con. Bring me a con of sweet potato fries. Okay, stop now. Seriously, going to sleep.
Yes.
Bye, everyone. See you next Friday. Bye.
Bye.